Friends, thank you for joining me for another pick a card reading. This is on who your future child would be like. We're gonna figure it all out. I'm using all of my who decks, or my archetypes, my hello, my name is cards. I got my who deck here. I'm so excited. This is gonna be for sale very soon. It's probably gonna look a little different. I'm adding more cards. It's gonna be on Etsy very soon. Check out my Etsy shop to see what current decks I do have. And yeah, I'm so excited to get into this. So if you're new, please subscribe. If you're not, thank you for coming back. I also do live streams every evening, and I do personal readings as well. And everything is going to be linked below, all the cards that I'm using and all the timestamps I'm putting down there. Number 1, you have Zoomberry Cake. Number 2, you have Glisten Paw. Number 3, you have Time of New Beginnings. Which number is calling to you? Which visual eye candy pictures is drawing you in? And underneath, yeah, we got the who. So I'm so eager to help you figure this out. Alright, let's take a deep breath. If you want to skip to your pile, go right ahead, but we're going to take a deep breath and really try to collect our thoughts and choose with our intuition and not our minds. Sometimes our minds want to take over, but our intuition is trying to say, listen to me, don't bury me down there. So let's go. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in and out. You can watch whatever pile you wish, or you can watch more than one pile. Timestamps are waiting for you, and I'm going to start with you, pile number 1. Pile number 1. Alright, let's dive into this. If you have a child already, maybe this is picking up on their energy. If you are wishing to become pregnant, this may be your future children's energy. So keep in mind that this is general, it's not set in stone, and energies are always changing too. So and also keep in mind that maybe 2% of your message might be here. So whenever it feels like it's changing, then click off to another pile or another tarot readers video or another video from my channel. I would love it. So yeah, let's have fun. The first one you have here is the angel. Oh my goodness. Okay. Helping those in need with no expectation of return. So to me, this this can mean two different things. This can be, after a loss, a pregnancy loss, or after a rainbow baby. This is like your miracle baby. This is like yeah. I guess it would be considered your rainbow baby, right? So maybe a child that comes after a hard time of conceiving, or after another pregnancy that didn't make it, or you wanting to have a baby so bad. And I'm sorry if this touches something that's sensitive, but I do feel like Spirit wants me to tell you that if you've been trying to conceive, or you tried to have a baby and it didn't work out, this energy is saying, please don't give up. Please don't give up on me. Please give it another shot. Please. And I feel that this comfort here, it's like saying, don't worry, you got this. And maybe you need to take a little break and try again. But hope is what you should have in the back of your mind. There is hope. So I don't know, somebody needs to hear that right now. That's where this message took me. Angel, you feeling like you want to welcome something into your arms, feeling like you're yearning for that. And I feel like your babies, I feel like this is not what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I feel like the Spirit is trying to say the messages want to come out, not who I look like, what what I'm about, but what I have to say. So for you, pile number 1, I think this is like a message from your future baby saying that you're either being watched, by your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, your guardians, goddesses, whoever you believe in, your deities, but also that you're not alone. And it might be that whoever you lost in the past, whether it was someone very young or someone old, you are not alone. You're being guided, and you will receive that child. You will be closer to that child. You just have to hang in there. Don't give up hope. So helping those in need with no expectation of return. So now let's get back to the other message. The person, your future child, can be somebody who's just very helpful and maybe an altruist. They want to help people without needing anything back, not just to receive something back. It's more like that's just how they are. They're very kind. Angel, this can be like somebody who's just so innocent and sweet and uplifting and positive. And I feel like when you bring them into your life, they're probably going to change you for the better. So if you're in a dark funk, this is going to turn your world around. So that is this angel here, that presence. And then the other part of who they could be, we have the merchant. Opportunities to prosper are everywhere. Logical, discerning, flexible, financial, psychological, creative, communicative, social, brilliant, quick, evaluative, technical, inventive. So this is just telling me this person might be an entrepreneur when in their older years. Very abundant, either in friends, in health, finances, opportunities knocking at their door, you know. I think this energy is just very, very, very positive. And I think that's what they're going to attract, other positive people or just positive experiences, opportunities. And so I would say that you're going to be very, very lucky and fortunate to have this, because this person's just going to be, it's just going to bring abundance to you, abundance of emotions, an abundance of emotions, abundance of love and life and things just flowing over. This is going to be such a beautiful experience that you'll have. And here's some fun cards for fun. We have rich. There you go. Exactly what I was saying. This is for fun, you know, take it with a grain of salt if you want. You know, take anything with a grain of salt or take it to heart, whatever. This is all general. So maybe a portion of it might be your message. And yeah, take what's yours and leave the rest for the next person who needs to hear it. Talented. Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess they would be talented. Look, they know how to make trees grow. I mean, money grow on trees. And old-fashioned. Then we have spiritual. We talk about angel, now we're talking about spirit. See what I'm saying? There's something about that, their energy. It's like, and it's kind of like they're here for a reason. Well, they will be here for a reason. And then you have Zoomberry cake. So this I'm going to read to you separately. So they, you know, someone who could be very religious or just very spiritual. And they can be very sensitive as well. Maybe they're sensitive to other energies, sensitive to spirits. Maybe they're an empath. Maybe they will be an empath. Maybe they'll go into that. Let's see what Zoomberry cake means. Number 44. If you're looking for numbers, we have 44. Okay, Zoomberry cake. This is a traditional Starlands food, which happens to go great with a cup of zing. The cake is made with the pink berries from the Zoomberry bush. This is from the Star Darlings wish cards. I don't know. I found it in a video. I looked it up and I had to have the cards, so here they are. They're really for my daughter, but she doesn't really. She's like, I'm tired of looking at cards. You buy so many. Choosing this card means you wish to entertain and feel the need to nourish the people you love. So get cooking or baking and invite some friends over. It's time to throw a party. So very, you know, look, nurturing, helping those in need. Exactly, the altruist. The you know, the social butterfly, the mother hen, you know, the people person. I would say the advice here is to make sure that they're not becoming a people pleaser in their older years. Maybe make sure that they don't become that people pleaser where they're just sacrificing their own happiness to continue to make other people happy. Because it's not, you know, you need to have a balance. And you don't want to push them in, you know, to always do for others, you know, always, yes, give to others, but then they forget themselves, they forget their own happiness, they forget, you know, their own lives, that they have to lead their own happiness, and they have to lead their own way and their own paths and live their own, you know, yeah, live their own life and learn how to be independent and listen to their own needs and wants, you know. I think they might be an empath, or they might just be very, very either psychic or just in tune with people, and so they might forget what their emotions are, you know. They might take on other people's feelings and then forget, wait, is this my feeling or is this their feeling? So make sure you help them figure that out at a young age so they can master that and then know how to set boundaries when they're older and just know how to navigate through life easier. So wow, so this person might be a social butterfly as well. This person might be very, look, talented, yes, a lot of, look, yeah, money growing on trees. Old-fashioned to me is more like maybe their, their spirit is just very, you know, old-fashioned, like old spirit, old soul in a young body, or just maybe they just love to do things like people used to do them back in the day, where you get to know somebody before you meet their parents. You don't just get married and then say, oh, let me meet the parents later. So that maybe they just do everything. They're all very old school, old fashioned, and they like to do things at their own pace. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. Let me know if that makes sense at all. I do want to. So let me just pull in some more tidbits. I'm using my Red Hot Love, my Eye Candy Oracle, my Winter's Embrace Oracle. If you're interested in this, please do consider checking it out on Etsy. I'm having sales on there, and they're great for any kind of readings. Love readings, general readings, pick cards, everything you can think of. Money, finances, they're universal. All right, let's see. I blended them all together because I like to pack a powerful punch. All right, let's see what else we can add to this awesome spread here. What else can you tell me about this? Yeah, what else can you tell me about this individual, this future baby of yours? Constellation, comforting people like this. Look, angel here. Look, helping those in need. Yes, yes, yes. We got that already. Putting other people's needs first, but forgetting their own. That can be the shadow side. We have risks, so this can be that they just love adventure, spontaneous, daring. They love challenges, conversion. So maybe they're going through the transformation, or they will go through a transformation, a spiritual transformation in their life, and maybe that's why they are very spiritual, or will be. Okay, we have privacy, someone who probably needs a lot of quiet time, because maybe they're absorbing a lot of feelings, or they're just very sensitive to energies. We have commitment, someone who might be very, very loyal, or someone who might be just devoted to their crafts, to their family, to their lover when the time comes, and just committed to anything that they put their minds to. Look, talented, rich, and you need to be, in order to be rich, you need to be consistent, right? You need to commit yourself. And you have miracles here. So like I said, your miracle baby. Didn't I just say that? I said that when I first started this video. This person, this future baby of yours, could have been a baby that happens after you either lost a relative, or maybe your doctor told you that you weren't able to have children at all, and then all of a sudden this comes through and you're like, what? You are my miracle baby, my angel baby. Oh my gosh. So that's just that message. And then we have enchantment, and to me that's just saying that this happens very in an unorthodox way, unconventional way. This future baby of yours, there's something very dynamic, very, very unusual and unique about them, and I think that the dynamic of your relationship is going to be very, very special, very loving, very nurturing, out of this world, different. It might be that you feel like you met your twin flame, your soulmate. You guys are going to be so alike. It's just, you got to help each other grow as well. That's what I feel. Old-fashioned. It can be somebody that, a spirit that you resonate with so much. It reminds you of somebody you used to know. It could be like, man, your grandmother's trying to make an appearance through your child, or your grandfather, whatever. So that's what I have. Thank you for watching. Everything is linked below. If you want to check out my Eye Candy Oracle and my awesome Red Hot Love Embrace, everything is linked below my Etsy shop, and I also personal readings as well. Thank you very much for your time. Now we're on to pile number 2. Alright, pile number 2, you chose the Glisten Paw, 15. Thank you so much for your time. If you would like to support this channel, I do have a tip jar. It's like an even energy exchange. I just get motivation that way, and then it helps me provide more content for my channel and just keeps the fun energy going. So if you would like to take part in that, I thank you so much. My join memberships is right down below. The cheapest is 99 cents per month, and I also have everything reflective over on Patreon. And also, I would love to put your name in the bottom of my scroll bar. You see those names popping up in the beginning of my videos. Your name will go there as well, and I thank you very, very, very much. So let's see what we have for you as far as your future child. And I would say check out number 1, because it was like 2 deep messages, and they somehow coincided with each other. So if you're interested in seeing something else, I don't know, maybe it's the same as this, we'll see. But yeah, check it out, please. Alright, number 1, you have the healer. That is the Who. So to me, the Who, someone who may have, healing abilities, or maybe someone who will grow up to be a doctor or a physician or pediatrician or massager, a therapist, someone who is a motivational speaker and helps inspire others with their words, with their touch, with their knowledge. So I can see this person doing a lot of big things when they're older. Even when they're younger. You know, you got to start somewhere. So that's what I have for that. The next one is a magician. Again, they have, look at that, the healer with the magician. The magician has a lot of resources at their disposal. So that's why I'm saying they're going to do big things, because they have the smarts, they have everything at their fingertips, you know. Their thinking cap, they have, they're on the right heart space. They have, you know, abundance. They're probably very earthy too, earthy people. So I feel that this person might be, this future child of yours, they might aspire to be, you know, somebody who's very, very successful and impact, you know, I can see them impacting so many different people's lives, you know. Healing energy as well, like just, yeah, healer. Someone who, you know, healing people, saving people, inspiring people. Because I feel like, I don't know, like there's just something about this energy. You know, someone who wants to give back to others and make a difference in the world. So that's what I have. And the magician, you know, the magician's also very intelligent. And, you know, whatever they put their mind to, they're going to make happen. So I am a master manifester. Acquisitive, alternative, intelligent. Yep, just like this healer. I feel like this healer is very intelligent. They are very wise with their energy, with sharing their energy, healing with their energy. Uplifting with their energy. Conscious, see? Creative, magical, intuitive, inventive, alchemic, technical, artistic, dynamic, psychological, synthesizing, eccentric, and charismatic. Like I said, check out pile number one. Number one had the angel, and the angel just wanted to wrap her arms around everybody. Just that type of person. And this can be that too, but more on a either professional level or just I think number one is more like nurturing, like mother hen. This is more like, you know, leading the pack, leading your tribe, leading your colleagues, you know, or leading society, like just a big, I would say an advocate, a healing advocate. So then we have, I know, it's just like, what? Healing advocate? Like, you know, someone who advocates for human rights, or someone who advocates for children's rights, raising awareness, healing with words, inspiring, writing books, etc. Sharing knowledge. Admired. So these are just for fun, and you can take these with a grain of salt if you want to. Anything that I say, you know, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. It's general and nothing set in stone either. I can say one thing today, but then we choose with our own free will to change our tomorrow's outcome. So yeah, keep in mind that we have that ability, and also that if it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not your story. But just take the sliver of it that does, and leave the rest for the next person. So loud, big. See? Doing big things. That's exactly what I was saying. And loud. Their voice is loud. Their energy is loud. You can see them from far away. Beacon of light. We have bald or short hair. Yeah, I guess when they come into the world, they're not going to have hair, right? No, this can be just maybe they like to groom themselves. They like, you know, maybe they work in a professional field where they can't be all hairy and scary, so they have to, you know, keep their hair short, or just be, you know, maybe very clean cut, or just they just don't like having long hair. Simple as that. Simple as that. And I'm getting a lot of crown chakra energy as well. Like this, we have intelligence, conscious, a lot of crown chakra. They can be very, very in tune with their, you know, their psychic abilities as well, their power, or other people's energies, you know. And then we have glisten paw. All right, I'm gonna figure out what this means in my book. This is from the Star Darlings, and it's I don't know. I just like working with it. It's just very sweet, and you know, especially for you know, readings like this involving youth and children, that would be very, very fitting to incorporate this. Star Darlings wish cards, which can be found at the Dollar Tree, and if you can't find it there, check your Amazon for like $8. And I had to buy it that way. Okay, this glistening power crystal belongs to Leona. It is made up of rough cut jewels that cast a startlingly bright golden light. What the heck does that mean? Startling. Oh, I think they meant to say starling. Star darling. Starlingly bright golden light. So I wouldn't be surprised if their aura was very vibrant and gold like this. like having glow ups throughout their lives, you know, where they're just illuminating positivity and healing vibes. And that's why when people come in contact with them, they just love being in their presence, in your future child's presence. Choosing this card means you have a strong wish to do something big. Thank you. That's exactly what I was saying. We even have big here. Are you kidding me? Choosing to do something big. Nothing and no one can dim your starlight. Focus on your wish and say it aloud again and again. Think about it first in the morning and then the last thing at night. Think about it first thing in the morning and the last thing at night. You can and will make it happen. And that's exactly what the magician embodies. Power, manifestation, energy. Being able to manifest and create whatever they put their mind to, whatever they want to focus on and, you know, aspire to be, they are going to be something very big. Make a big impact. They're going to have a loud voice, loud presence, and they're going to be admired by many. So let's figure it out. I have my Eye Candy Oracle, Winter's Embrace, and Red Hot Love Oracle in my hands right now. If you would like to check these out, I have them on Etsy for sale. And I'm going to see what tidbits I can add to this awesome reading here. What else can we... How else can we describe the energy in this future child of yours? Pile number 2. How else can we describe this energy? Okay. We have... Scars. Wow. So, scars to me can be, you know, a number of things. You know, emotional scars. You know, maybe growing up, they might be called names because they're different. They're not like everybody else. And that's why they shouldn't be put in a cookie cutter mold, or they shouldn't be controlled. They have to be their authentic selves. So I feel like they will probably make an impression on other people's lives when they're older, but also they're going to be very impressionable and very sensitive to people. So if you're, make sure that you speak nothing but encouraging words to them. They might be very sensitive, and not just sensitive like, oh, they're always crying. Even, you know, even if they're always crying, so what? They have to feel their feelings. That's just how they are going to be. But if they're just you know, if they're always having their moments, the emotional setbacks, then you have to be very, very encouraging. Treat this as sensitive as you can, because they are going to aspire to be a bigger person. You know, like, in other words, they're going to impact so many people in different ways. So encourage them, encourage them, encourage them, and be careful with the words that you speak to them, because they will soak that up and it will leave an impression. And they will probably forget or not know how to remove that from their lives when they're older, because, like I said, words, you know, words do stay with you. They do scar their hearts. They do make an impact, you know. So it might be hard to reprogram the minds once you hear words over and over and over, you know. So make sure nothing but positivity for this energy. And if you know that they're around friends that are not uplifting, please try to remove that from their lives. And whatever substances, whatever that's toxic for them, you know, whether it's, you know, you live in an environment where you're just watching TV a lot, and, you know, for the average person that might be fine and dandy, but for this energy, this person needs to be stimulated. You got the Magician here. Healing abilities, you can't dim their light. Like this card says, you can't dim their light with toxicity or negativity or always watching TV. They have to get their minds active. They have big things to do when they're older, and they can't spend their time numbing and zombifying their brains. So word puzzles, games, sports, you know, give them whatever that you can provide for them to help them be the person that they need to be when they're older. You know, critical thinking, games, all that stuff. Inspire them, you know, stimulate their brains. Not with TV, but with educational tools and just more resources to help enhance their lives, to help enhance their brains. They're doing big things. And then look, strategy. The Magician is very strategic. The Magician is very intelligent. The Magician is going to find different ways to help people get out of a problem, get out of a ticket if they need to. This is a person that's doing a lot of things, big things when they're older, so you have to start planting the seeds when they're younger. Of course, you already know that. Restraints. This to me could be that, you know, in the beginning of this, you know, your child's upbringing, maybe, you know, finances would be a little tough, or this can be, maybe this child, it's going to be hard for them to express their emotions or express their words, and maybe maybe they're going to be in environments where they're not going to be able to vocalize their concerns. Maybe, because maybe they're just very sensitive. Maybe it's not going to be easy for them to speak as just like anybody else would. So I would say, encourage their speech, encourage them to spill their beans, and just be their authentic selves, and not to dim themselves, and just be out. So restraints, don't control this person. You can't tell them exactly what to do every second of the day. They need to have time to be free as well, make their own decisions, even at a younger age. It's very important. And then enlightenment, see, going through this, look at that healing, enlightenment, this illumination. Look, the lights everywhere here. So they're going to do big things, that's for sure. And they're going to keep on rising like a phoenix. Every 10 years, every 15 years, they're going to go through another awakening. They have a big responsibilities on their hands. And then we have confession. See, that is telling me that it's going to be hard for them to express their feelings. I don't know. I'm not going to call them shy, but maybe they're just a very laid-back person, and maybe they'll end up finding friends who are just like them, or finding friends that are not going to be on the same page as them, or maybe will try to make your child feel different or indifferent, or just watch out for bullying and all that stuff growing up. And confession, always try to help them express their feelings, because they're going to need that push, they're going to need that encouragement at a young age. Help them build their confidence and charisma by speaking beautiful, empowering, uplifting words to them, and they are going to aspire to be such a good person. I mean, they are already good, but this is like someone who's using their goodness to help others. That's very selfless, admired by others. Alright, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for your time. You have a lovely day. This is my eye candy oracle mixed with my red hot love, and I hope that you can tell me if this resonates for you or not. I mean, it probably won't yet if you're not even pregnant yet, or maybe you have a child that this hits home for. But let me know either way. And everything that I've used are down below. My eye candy with my red hot love, my winter's embrace, down below. And this is my whole deck coming very soon. Thank you very much. Now we're on to pile number 3. Pile number 3, thank you so much for your time. Look, we have time here. So let's get into your reading number 3. If you would like to support this channel, I do have Patreon, PayPal, and join memberships down next to my subscribe button. That's the way to exchange energy with energy for me. If you like what you see and you want to see more of it, it does help motivate me to keep on going. And I would love it so much, and I thank you. Everything's linked below, and the cards that I'm using are linked below as well. I like to use many cards. Some are my own, like these right here, on my Etsy shop. Yeah, linked in my description box. So pile number 3, let's go for it. So pile number 3, we have the bully, we have the leader, senior, philosophical, average, masculine, and pregnant. Wow. Then we have tattoos or piercings, and then we have time of new beginnings, which I'll read to you separately. Alright, so don't be alarmed by this pregnant. Okay, let's broaden our horizons a little bit, broaden our minds. Pregnant can be, fertile with ideas, fertile with plans, and want to achieve so much, and just abundant with all these beautiful, blessings, abundant in health, abundant in wealth, abundant in friends and love and opportunities. So don't just think, just like the Empress, you can't just think of the Empress, oh, pregnancy. No, it's deeper than that. So that's what I have for that. So bully, and it could be that one day they will want to, have children, have a big family. They have to start somewhere. You start with, we're talking about the energy as children, and then proceeding to their adult life, like I did in pile 1 and 2. I went all the way from when they were a child all the way to their adult life. So that's what we're going to do here as well. So the bully here is telling me that this could be someone who's going to be very, I would say their personality might be very, very strong. And it could be that they're, when they're younger, maybe they're needing more attention. And so the only way to feel powerful, or feel noticed, or feel validated, or feel in control of their life is to push onto others. So I'm not saying that you're going to raise a bully. I'm just saying their personality traits might want to just either, the shadow side, bully side is, forcing people to do what they don't want to do. But if you talk about this in the light side, I would say this person is someone who's going to push people in a challenging way for to be the best that they can be. Like, just think of a drill sergeant. Think of a motivational speaker, or a mother hen telling her kids, if you don't pick your clothes up, you're going on timeout. If you don't tie your shoes, like I keep asking you to do every 5 minutes because they keep getting loose, you're gonna trip. It's like the mother needs to kind of like push her kids in the right direction so that they can do things for themselves. And I feel, that's the kind of energy we're tapping into. The bully, don't get scared of it. The shadow side, like I said, forcing people, manipulating people. But if you don't encourage that, they won't become that. If you encourage them to be a leader in a positive way, like a duck leading her ducklings to the pond or out of the pond, in an encouraging, more light way, more empowering and inspiring and gentle way, then they're gonna lead the right people. They're gonna be respected for it, and they're going to be successful. So I think you have somebody who just has those qualities where they just want to push people, and not in a physical way, but more like, okay, come on, I want to see you do better. I know you can. Like a fitness trainer, or a motivational speaker. Like, come on, let's walk the same walk. Come on, let's start a revolution. Come on, I have a dream. Let's do. I believe in equality. I believe in rights, human rights. And so I can see this person taking this energy, this bully energy, and transmuting it like this smoky quartz into positive energy to lead and impact people on so many different levels, in so many different ways. So I wouldn't get too scared with that bully. At first I'm like, what? But then my mind took me elsewhere. It's like, okay, we had to address the shadow side in order to see the bright side of things. So let me read what this says. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. The other thing is that maybe they are going to grow up feeling different, and maybe other people are going to want to, intimidate them or bully them. So I would say watch out for, their friendship circle. Watch out for who they hang out with. Watch out for what they're learning in school and what hobbies they're getting into. Make sure it's conducive to their energy and works well with who they are as time progresses, because you don't want them to yeah, they're very impressionable. You don't want them to go down the wrong path at an early age. So make sure you're encouraging and grooming them as they get older, like encouraging them with good words. That's what grooming is. Encouraging with being like with inspiration, positive mindset, and saying, you are such a good person. You can do anything you want to. What is it that you wish to accomplish? I will provide those tools for you. And I can think of like a little kid at the playgrounds leading the friends to go, down the slide. But then they're like, no, that's not how you do it. This is how you do it. So we don't kick each other off the slide. Let's go this way. And so I can see your child be like a leader, a mother hen, a father, a rooster, just someone who's just very like nurturing, and they want to bring their tribe together, and they want to lead them in the right path, on the right path. So senior, that can be somebody, either they have an old soul, or maybe when they're older, they're going to become somebody who's just very, I would say, disciplined and just very structured, and, they have all these leadership qualities. And so when they're older, they're going to be very, like, by the books, and my way is the best way, because I've seen people be successful because of it. And, just very, like, very raw and blunt and upfront and truthful, and they tell you like it is, and they don't sugarcoat anything, and they're very, very disciplined. And so, growing up, when they have their children on their own, I don't think their kids are going to want to lie to them or steal from them, because that parental, your child, when he or she becomes a parent, they're going to probably be very, very, like the disciplinarian, not in a bad way, but more like, okay, seriously, no, you're going on timeout for a day. Not just an hour, a day. You get food, but like the drill sergeant, they're very hard on their workers, on their soldiers. So, but they mean well. Philosophical, we have average, masculine, pregnant. So masculine and pregnancy. So masculine, it can be a female, but they're more into their masculine side. We have both. We have both. So they can be that they feel more, like, you know, and I feel like the same way with the senior and the leadership here and the bully. I feel this is like masculine energy, like, you know, the provider, drill sergeant, the male drill sergeant, like back in the days. So this can be somebody who's just very, very, I would say they're just very, very powerful in their masculinity. That just comes out of them if they're female. Leader, yeah, leadership. We have pregnancy, so it could be that they want to have children when they're older, or they want to, yeah, you know, build their family, like the lion. They want to have a family. That's what I'm getting with that. Abundant in ideas. Maybe they want to aspire to do so many things when they're older. We have tattoos or piercings. So this to me can be that they love body art. Either they like to see it on other people, or maybe they, you know, when they were younger, they got tattoos and piercings, and, you know, maybe they regret it when they're older, or maybe it's just part of them. Maybe they just love art, or love a form of, you know, piercings, seeing piercings, or I would say just, you know, doing things for the body. I'm also getting like fitness, like body art, but, you know, seeing their body flex, you know, muscles and all that stuff. Not just like the stuff that you know, you ink up your body with, but more like how things look, how they feel in their own skin. That's what I'm getting. Wow, this is like a drill sergeant. This is like a total entrepreneur if they want to be, a total leader for sure, leader of the pack. And then you have time of new beginnings. Let's see what this means. So, the leader, confidence, yes, like the lion, I'm getting the lion. King of their domain, brilliance, purposeful, courageous, yes, the lion, see what I'm saying? Committed, authentic, positive, inspiring, passionate, empowered, visionary, vital, integrous, trustworthy. Okay, time of new beginnings, let's see, you have number 43. So this is a book that I saw at the Dollar Tree, and then I couldn't find it again. I guess it was sold out. So I found it again on Amazon, though. And I had to have it, and I bought it for my daughter, but she's so sick of seeing cards everywhere. So it's for me now. 43. And, you know, they're really resonating. If you check out pound 1, it just fits perfectly. So pound number 3, you have, on the first day of the time of the new beginnings, starlings exchange glowing gifts with one another. Community picnics and games mark the occasion and celebrate the return of longer, warmer days. We're talking about the sun here. Someone who's very, very powerful. Very, very healing as well. Choosing this card means you wish to share your talents and gifts with close friends. You have the ability to offer to teach, help, or share what you love to do. See, teach, help. That's exactly what the leader is. Teaching. Guiding people, sharing, you know, their successes, and making sure that their people succeed also, you know, like that's what I'm getting, like the drill sergeant, or just like a professor, or just, you know, a mother hen who just wants to see her children succeed, and, you know, doing whatever they can to get the fire burning so that they can stay on their toes, you know, that kind of energy. So yeah, don't get too hung up over this bully card. At first I'm like, oh my gosh, no, we just, it's how you perceive it. It's all in the, you know, in our interpretations, you know, because of course us as parents, we're not going to raise bullies. We're not going to raise people who are gonna, you know, manipulate others and control others. Of course not. So that's why we have to change things. Okay. What other tidbits can we add to this pound number 3's reading? Thank you. Who else will your child be like or aspire to be? What is your child's personality like? Please tell me. Thank you. All right. We have family. So look, intimacy, family, and pregnant. I can see them wanting to have a lot of children when they're older, in their older life. Family might be very, very important to them. They might want to have a lot of siblings as well. So if you're just having one child, they might want, you know, they might be very, very sociable. They probably want you to be pregnant. And they just want to procreate and, you know, find, you know, have a little set of cubs walking around. And you have trust. So, you know, you building trust with them. Maybe they're going to be very trustworthy, or maybe they're going to need you to trust in them to make the right decisions, you know? I can see this personality being very, I can see it's going to be very, very interesting to get to know this person if you are a friend. But if you're the mother, it's going to be like, wow, you're strong. You keep me on my toes. You push me to be the best that I can be, and you're just a baby. What? You know, I think this is going to be a very complementary relationship that you'll have with your child. You know, like your child is going to tell you how to clean the dishes, you know, or how tell you who to let into your life, who to exclude from your life, you know, because that's just their personality. And then we have disappearing acts. So this person could be very, it can be hard to read them. They can be very, you know, like they wear a poker face. They might wear a poker face on them, and you might not be able, not you, but I'm saying in general, it'll be hard for you for the people to read them. They're maybe misunderstood. And so maybe they, recede a little bit. They hide their emotions. So I would say don't let them hide their emotions. Let them bring it out. You know, let them feel their feelings and inspire them to feel their feelings, so that they're not like this hard person on the exterior where they're hiding everything. Like tattoos hiding everything. You want them to be who they are meant to be. And, yeah. And then rock their bad selves, lead the world, lead people down the right path. Time of new beginnings. I can see them going through a new change or changes as they get older. That's what I have for you. Let me know if that makes sense at all. Family is of the essence too, so make sure you have those family gatherings, capture those moments. Thank you so much for watching my Eye Candy Oracle and Red Hot Love Oracle and Winter's Embrace Oracles, all for sale down below. And I do personal readings as well if this wasn't your message. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.